Alright, welcome to episode number 2. I was planning to wake up early, more like 7 a.m. early. It's 2 a.m. now, and I woke up unable to sleep, so we're going in. Let's continue where we stopped. See what we can do here. Fill these up. I have not killed this thing yet, but I was very close in my last play on my other save file. Okay. Let's put that away. Last time we unlocked logistics. That's exactly what we need to continue now. Rods and plates. Make a few by hand, and in just a second we'll automate that process. Okay, let's see what we have here. That's gonna be my next objective, because this is a very good power source for quite some time. And this one right after. Okay. Let's see. We'll probably build the miners first. So I can make the most efficient way to use my energy. Does that go away? Or does it stay like that? I think it stays like that. Okay. Doesn't look pretty, but it doesn't have to. For now, we can keep it that way. What do you mean invalid placement? I think this needs to be gone before I can place it. Yep. Problem. Okay. Alright. That's full. The same problem, this is still producing too much. Oh, it's a very good problem, but when holding control, you can merge it up a little bit, and then perfect. From the current power consumption, I need 4 miners, 4 smelters, and 1 constructor. Okay. Constructor right there. Can't build that yet. Okay. That's how we're gonna do it. Cable. Iron plates, what we need next. Get that sorted. Gonna need a few wires. Okay. Have all the necessary stuff already. Every time you deconstruct something and there's stuff on top or inside, you will get that in your inventory also. So don't be scared to just deconstruct the stuff. Someone more experienced watching this, then please don't judge my builds yet. I have very little hours, like said before, and I'm also just learning. And those ones I need to make the pillars to conduct the power. I'm running out of iron plates quick. Need them for so much. Okay, let's go. Okay, for this one I can even put 2 smelters. Right. Foundations yet. Everything's perfectly, but later on this will change. Always gotta make sure that you also choose the right thing, otherwise it will not work. Again. Who would have thought? Then we can start connecting everything to power. I have not enough wires. cables. Sorry, meant those. Okay. Fill this up for now. Okay, this one is for the smelters. I mean, yep, perfect. Okay. For the miners. And the other one will be for the rest. This one here. Perfect. And now it should all work. This one is missing, but only because there's no limestone in there yet. I have some in my inventory. Perfect. This one's producing 30 a minute. And this one's consuming 45. So this one is slower than that one. That's a problem we can solve later. Should be fine for now. Okay, let's see if everything works. What do you mean no power? First little factory going. Humble beginnings. Perfect. And now, let's see if I have already unlocked the generators. Yes, I have. Perfect. Now we're gonna take care of constructors. So I can make 2 smelters. Like this one. 30 power, okay, that's good. So we can attach 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay. Alright, then we can attach 7 constructors or smelters to it. And let's take care of the smelters first. That one. Always the same stuff missing. Plates and rods. But we're not gonna craft those by hand for very long. That will be solved pretty soon. This right here for now. Okay, 2 more smelters is what I need right now. This in my hotbar. Wow, that works perfect. Okay. 2. Plates is what I need. Okay. Make 5 constructors. That means I need 10 good plates. Crafting by hand is just a very long process. Especially knowing that all of that can be automated makes this task even more tedious. I think I'll already start and automate stuff before it's perfectly efficient. It's not going to be perfect anyway because there's still 2 power lost in that process. But before I optimize stuff, I get the necessities done. Can I even build? Yeah, I can, no problem. This time we're gonna leave some space because the constructor is a little bigger. Already probably running out of space. Sorry. And plates again. Also in this game, no matter what task you fix or solve whatever problem, it's not like there won't be any problems anymore. There will always be the next thing that you need to do, because with one problem solved, there's like 3 more things to do. But it's fun. And I like it very much. it's also satisfying to see your work doing its thing. Always put power poles in places where they're not really in the way. Storage unit behind it, so we can go for longer. Bronze now, huh? Okay, I can already get that started. Back 1 second. Alright, let's continue. And we need 2 more constructors. Doing stuff. I like this setup because all the access can go in there. Here. Well, heck. No. Now everything is very crude. This is just the beginning. Maybe I'm stressing too much about having everything as efficient as possible in the beginning, but yeah, it will work out fine. Let's make 2 more constructors. Now that's already the first problem here. Space is not really good for 2 constructors. But I'm sure I can squeeze at least 1 in here. Plan the space ahead of time. Yeah, in the beginning I really don't care about beauty, I just want stuff going before I start exploring. So when I come back, I can have some loot. Actually, I'll make 1 more. Just so it's perfectly efficient, or as good as can be for now. Spaghetti master, yeah. Deserve that. You're gonna need a whole lot of plates, so don't worry about using too much of anything. You're gonna need it later anyway. The amounts now are pretty small, but they are gonna grow exponentially within a very short time frame. Okay. Cable. Copper for that. This we already got going good. Yeah, I have loads of copper. Perfect. Once I have the chainsaw, I'll start exploring a little bit to farm for biomass, and there's also crash sites of fix-it, I don't know, other missions maybe, or maybe from the same ship that I came with, that you can collect for advanced resources, and especially data drives, which are very good because you can find alternative recipes. For example, for those screws, you can find a recipe to make those screws directly out of iron ingots, which saves you one step in the processing line, which in the beginning didn't sound like a lot, but if you have that a lot of times, then it really adds up. So this one is a really good recipe, especially in the beginning time when you don't have that much energy. And that's going to be the objective for now. As soon as I have that, I'll go and explore and try to find a few crash sites. Alright. But also exploring could be pretty dangerous because in the starting area there's not many monsters, but the further you go inland, the more monsters appear. And I haven't really explored the world a lot yet, so I've seen only very few monsters. Don't really know the dangers that I can come across. Oh, I forgot I need to also farm for the chainsaw. Just building it will also cost something. Nothing in this game is really free. Everything takes work.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun.
Also, whenever you need to build something, never mind. I thought you can put everything up here, although I Huh, there we go, okay. Whenever you want to build something, you can put it up as a milestone, and then you're gonna either see it up here or down here. Down here is the first time I see it. But yeah, that's how you can keep track of what you need. I've also only watched very few Satisfactory videos because I thought I might learn most of the stuff myself to enjoy the game longer. So I've watched very few videos, but what I found out so far is that I will need a lot of screws. So finding the recipe now would be great. And crafting these by hand is also super long process, so I try to automate that as fast as possible. Those two is okay, but this takes forever. This thing. Crazy. Love the animations in this game. It's so cool. Okay. Before I go and explore, I should fill these up. Now we can put the chainsaw in here. And also we need to have solid biofuel on us, because without it we can't operate the chainsaw. Okay. Oh, I don't have a map yet. I need to unlock it first. Okay, I see. Yeah, the map I need. Okay, let's do that one first. I don't wanna go and wander without a map. Damn, I think the next objective will be copper automation, because we're gonna need a lot of wires also, and cables, especially cables. So far, I'm pretty happy with all the automation I did in such a short time. Already starting to be those amounts where doing that by hand takes quite some time. Maybe I could even automate that right after the exploration. Wait, I don't need those. wires. Because right now, my build might be optimal for energy consumption, but it's definitely not optimal for storage and processing, because the ratios don't match up. My stores will fill up very quickly.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
I can very much suggest to really use the to-do lists, because it's going to save you a lot of time and trouble. If you know what you've got to do, then it's much simpler, and you can also track the process. Okay. Let's go. That done. Now I can research stuff.
This semi-slug, now dubbed Power Slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
Craft a little bit of that, because we're gonna need a chainsaw.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration. Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Before I go, I'll quickly do this one, because if there is a way where I can't go, I can build a foundation and then walk there.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available. Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Always remember to bring some building materials and go on exploration. I've not figured out exactly yet what those gifts do. There we go, there is our map. That's around where I built, or maybe here, where I built last time. That is one of those two monsters. Yeah, two could be pretty dangerous right now. I think the crash sites have... That's the exact spot where I built in my last... on my other save file. Right here. Looks so different if there's no machines around. They're usually done in like five hits. Those things you need to collect. I don't know what for yet exactly, but they're definitely good. I think that's coal. And you always gotta collect these power slugs. They're very good to optimize machines. We'll get to that. And the third or maybe third to fifth episode. Okay, where was that crash site? I think it was somewhere. Okay, that's what I was talking about earlier. Build a bridge. Easily cross the other side. I also have not dropped down yet, so I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. No, if I drop down. I died once and dropped a box that I could loot again, but I don't know what happens if I drop in the abyss. So I'd rather not try it when I have loot on me. And that is the crash site that I was talking about. That's what I'm saying, they're pretty dangerous if there's two of them. Okay, good. Now that we have that out the way, let's start collecting some stuff and deconstructing what's here. It's a very good early source. Okay, take this. And there we have our data drive.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Here, a power slug, that's coal for sure. I still want to find out what that other thing was. I can't get up there yet. Maybe later. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't want to drop down. Yeah, I think what I saw earlier was up there. Can kind of build up like, oh my god. Like so. That works. Okay, now I can check this. Oh. This is dangerous also.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Okay, so I can farm it. But I think
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
okay. Find something that looks valuable. Best to put a marker. I think once we researched Deuterium in the MAM, this will disappear and we can unlock it. For now, it stays locked. It's a pretty good way to get up. I didn't do that before. But now I can basically go up anywhere I want. My inventory is also filling up very fast.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
I'm gonna keep this bridge here for now. It's not that many resources anyway. Okay. Let's impure. I thought I have to click multiple times. You only have to click once and that waits. Alright, let's head home. Hey. Damn, that thing is chasing me. Oh, there's two more. How long is it's gonna chase me? Leave me alone, man. Just trying to get home. That's what you get. Yep, that's the sound when the power goes out. But that's fine. We'll make biomass right now, and then we're gonna have power for it. things are pretty chill. They don't attack. And if you jump on them, you fly pretty high. So they're pretty nice. Okay. Let's make some biomass. And once we have our... Yeah, let's make some of that. Some of that. This one. 28. Probably make one of them produce something else for me. This one. Okay. And then right there, my solid biomass will be. That one we can produce by ourselves for now.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Perfect. Now we can put in our data drive. Wait, here. Then, and in 10 minutes, we will have our new recipes. And with that, this episode is over. I am very happy that you enjoyed the video, and see you next time to find out what the hard drive is going to get me.